do you tackle childhood OCD while you're waiting for professional help? Hi, my name is Julie, and when I parented a child with OCD, I did all the wrong things. And thankfully, I eventually got professional help and started doing the right things. And then it was almost like a miracle happened. We got our life back from OCD. So what would I recommend, based on my experience, what would I recommend that you do if you suspect your child has got OCD and you're on a long waiting list, waiting for therapy? Well, first of all, I would do lots of research. I would learn and I would understand how OCD operates, because believe it or not, despite having OCD myself, I had no idea even what it stood for. The obsessions bit, which are the thoughts, the compulsions, which are the actions you do to try and calm the thought, and the important one, the disorder bit. I had no idea the disorder was just where the thought is getting trapped, going round and round and round, and it doesn't release, and that's what leads to them children doing compulsions over and over again. So I would certainly do a lot of research. I mean, there's lots of good YouTube videos out there. There's also lots of good content on other social media sites like Instagram. And I would highly recommend checking that content out to educate yourself how OCD operates. Because if you know how it operates, you've got a far better chance of outwitting it instead of feeding it. The second thing I would do is visit your GP, your doctor, because not only will they be able to hopefully refer you for professional counselling and therapy, but they also might be able to prescribe medication for your child in the meantime to try and calm their anxiety, so that you can start doing some gentle approaches to try and tackle OCD while you're waiting for professional therapy. And finally, I would highly recommend you go for professional therapy. I mean, there's two routes you can do with this. I've done both. I've paid for professional therapy. I've paid for CBT therapy, I've paid for hypnotherapy, but hand on heart, I've also paid for like counselling therapy, but hand on heart, one of the best therapy we had was with CAMS. Now CAMS, Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services here in the UK, comes with a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people criticise them, but I gotta be honest, they were absolutely wonderful and they helped us get our life back from OCD. So I can't praise them enough for my personal experience, and it's why I decided to donate 50% of what I make from my children's books that I've published to CAMS, so they can help even more children. But as I say, that would be my 3 steps. I would sort of understand OCD and how it works, particularly the anxiety bit, and try and keep your child's anxiety calm at times when it's likely to peak. I would go to the doctor to get a referral and possible medication just to try and help them feel calmer, to get on board with doing some therapy while you wait. And thirdly, as I say, I would get some sort of professional counselling, be it paid or if you're lucky enough to get free counselling like we can get here in the UK. And then I would just start also gently doing things myself in the house to try and get them to do the opposite of what OCD wants. This can be in lots of different formats. One way can be by delaying a compulsion by a few seconds. Another way can be by reducing compulsions, or even changing hierarchy of compulsions. I've covered this in lots of videos I've made on previous videos, so check out my OCD videos under my playlist. And I've also got projects that I sell, that I've created to sell. I've done them as low cost as possible, because I want to stop other parents doing the wrong things by showing them some of the right things I learned to do, so that you can start trying those things while you're waiting for professional therapy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more parenting a child with OCD tips.